people? Footy Grows, back with another update in the grow. We're about to head to Jackalope in Virginia Beach.
Hey, we're doing riders meeting over here, David? Okay. Just so everybody understands, 2 riders, 3 minutes. I got all the heats right here. You can find out what heat you're in. Best
family, Jackalope staff.
So I'm getting a lot of things prepped tonight, transplanting, watering, harvesting, trimming, literally all of it. So basically I'm going to be seeing Bob Burnquist skate a vert ramp on a beach this weekend.
Setting up with Andy to fake, he switch over the channel. Wow, switch frontside ollie over the 10-foot channel.
He makes it look easy.
Amazing.
Give him some money, boys.
Pay this man. Look, Bob's not done yet. He's like,
Nobody's going to do a switch all over channel. Nobody. Only Bob. Oh!
I got a lot of work to do before I go. Taking you along the way. Got to water some seedlings. We'll check in on those first. I'm going to check out my recent harvest of the Zeal Peanut Butter Breath. We're going to chop down a max pop. Going to transplant some others into bigger pots. Then going to finish off the night with some trimming. Oh joy. They call it trim jail for a reason. But hey, it's going to be a great weekend. Get to link up with my brother. Show him some new strains. A little family vacation with Bob Burnquist skating on the beach. I mean, come on. All right, let's get to work. Hey, how you doing? Anybody order 23 immaculate seedlings? Because they're right here. I'm going to drop them here. All right, don't fight over them now. So we'll get a nice close look here. This is how you water them. So I think one of the main things a new grower struggles with is how much to water, when to water. I used to be super meticulous when I first started out. I would do like a shot glass at a time, then 2 shots. And then eventually you get comfortable with it and you just start watering. Look, just a little bit. Let it settle. And we'll come back to it. We'll revisit. Now, this I'm going to give them a little more because I'm going away. And their next watering won't be for another... Let's see, how does that or something? So 4 days without water, which really isn't bad. Sometimes when you leave your tent alone, sometimes it even thrives while you're away. That's why you just got to leave this shit alone a little bit. Don't be a helicopter parent. Let them breathe. But give them water as well. And I think using a solo cup definitely helps. Helps mitigate overwatering. This will be a good tutorial for anyone that's new to growing. Maybe starting some seeds. So there, I gave these some water. I'm gonna go again. Another round through. And then after this, I'll check the weight of them. I wouldn't do that if I wasn't going away. But I wanna make sure there's a little heaviness to them. And that's how you should judge when you should water, is the weight of the pot, whatever it may be. A little cup, 5-gallon pot. If it's easy to pick up, feels super light, needs water. You water it until it's a little heavy, and you don't water it again until it's light, you won't have watering problems. And I know, easier said than done. What the fuck is playing right now? I got a piano commercial, I didn't even realize. But the biggest problem at this stage is overwatering. That's how you can kill seedlings. That's why you go by the weight of the pot, the cup, whatever it is. Feels light, water it. Feels heavy, don't water it. Don't water it until it's light. Water it until it's heavy. Get that through your thick skull. Sorry, I turn Italian sometimes, it's in my blood. Now, these won't get watered for another 4 days. When I get back on Monday, they'll be looking for water, but they won't be stressed. I would say 4 days is the limit before they start showing signs of them needing water. At this stage, you can get away with or even clones, or even if you recently transplanted into some moist soil, say you went from like a 1 gallon to a 5 gallon, and then you gave it heavy water, 4 days is nothing. But if you have a plant in late flower, this is where the AC Infinity bases come into play. That's why I make sure I at least give my veg plants a heavy watering before I go. Maybe 1 or 2 mothers if they're big. I'll leave them on the AC Infinity bases. 4 days with a plant that's about to finish without water, it's not a big deal. Plant that's flowering, maybe week 2 to week 6, 4 days without water, you're gonna notice it. So that's why these watering bases come in clutch. So now that these are all watered, let's get these back in the tent, and we're gonna harvest the max pop. All right, so these here, all done. I got 7 ready. Well, they're not ready. There's no fucking water in them. Other than that, they're ready. So we got 2 strings here, equal in length. Just got to cut 2. They're about 1 foot long, a little over 1 foot. You got the water gauge. One thing I would say, I think like 3 out of the 8 don't even work anymore. But basically, it's just when they're full, there's a little piece of red plastic that pops up and goes to the top when it's full. It tells you the water level. And then as the plant drinks the water, the little red thing goes down. Some of those, you don't see that little red thing anymore. But other than that, it doesn't really matter. You could just fucking pop it open. You can see if there's water in it. This is just an extra little plus that, I don't know, maybe they go dry or something. I'm not sure what happens to them. But that's it. You click it on. Here's the reservoir. Fits a gallon. So you can leave a gallon of water in the base, set a plant in a fabric pot on top of it, and you're good for a week. So water gauge goes in here. You got the 2 strings. Put them in here. All you gotta do is fill them with water. You can pop the top off, just dump it in. You could pour water through the side. You can pour water over top. It's pretty simple. Alright, so here's the max pop. You've seen it in other videos. If it's your first time seeing this, this is a Watermelon Dream S1. At my old job, we had some Watermelon Dream from Purple City Genetics. They were growing an acre and a half of plants. As I was trimming, I found some seeds, ended up popping them, and now we're here. Watermelon Dream is Blue Dream and Watermelon Skittles. So this is like a Watermelon Skittles leaning Blue Dream. That's the best way I could describe it. It is fire. And for any of my skaters out there, it is max pop. here it is. Zeal peanut butter breath, all done. The flower time of 95 days, she probably could have gone even longer. This is for sure a sativa leaning hybrid, and the smoke confirms it. When it comes to the terps, I get a garlicky funk followed by a sweet grape gas. The other pheno is more of a hazy terp, which I'm not much of a fan of. I love a hazy effect, but not a hazy flavor, which is why I'm keeping this pheno you see here around. A nice sativa effect with some good flavors. While long flowering plants aren't favorable these days, I don't give a rat's ass. Not everything can be a 62-day plant. Sorry, Chads. Some of the best plants I've grown aren't easy to grow. It's part of what makes certain genetics special, like this one right here. Alright, last but not least, let's take a look at that outdoor garden. Here we are in the outdoor garden growing that perp. You just saw the Zeal peanut butter breath. These are two phenos of the Zeal Unk breath, which is a dingo peanut butter breath cross into the Zeal. These seeds literally dropped into the ground after I pollinated a female last year, and I just let them go from there. They popped up early spring. They're looking beautiful now. Just topped them once each. The ideal situation would be one's a male, one's a female. That we do an F2 of the Zeal Unk breath. Got some dragon cayennes, some tomatoes, got some purple beans, some more hot peppers just went in. Some more tomatoes. Got some squash down there. A little red lettuce. Raspberries. We grow it all over here. All right, see you next time. Footy grows. Out.